January 20th, 2021. One year that my dad has been gone. It's been incredibly tough this past year. As expected, I knew it was going to be tough, that it wasn't going to be easy. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I have so much in my head and so much in my heart that I really don't know how to express myself. I miss him more than I ever have. Exactly a year ago, my dad passed. I'm gonna try to go through this video without crying. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. There's a lot of wind going on, but I remember January 20th, 2020. It was very cloudy and cold and dark. And with the loss of my dad, I lost a leader. I lost guidance. I lost myself. And a year later, I'm still trying to pick myself back up from the floor. The first couple of weeks and the first couple of months were it was more of a shock that he was gone, that actually made it through to the other side. Because ever since 2016, when he had that initial heart attack, he was in and out of the hospital. In and out of dialysis. And we all understood that, dialysis eventually was going to take a toll. And I didn't know how to handle, everything that was going on. But one thing was for sure, my dad really fought till the end with all the different issues, health issues that he had. And he was the definition of a warrior, someone who wasn't going to give up ever. No matter how tough the situation was, he was always hopeful, even through difficult times, and always, looked at the positive side of things. And when I would complain, he would say, important things such as, it's gonna be okay, or, it's not the end of, it's not the end of the world. We always have another opportunity to keep going on. And that really meant a lot for me, to continue on and to persevere, in the face of any kind of adversity. And so the first couple of months was in shock because I never thought that he would go. But then after that shock period wore off, that's when I got into, I guess, grief mode. And, driving around or meeting people and interacting with people and seeing different places, everything brought memories of him, and everything reminds me of him. I was able to see pictures of him before in that shock period in videos, and now I can't. I see pictures of him, and I think it's sunk on me that he's gone and he's not coming back, and that part is painful to me. But I hope to one day be okay and to come back and be half as strong as he was, and be able to have the courage to keep going on no matter how hard it gets. Today I'll call my mom and I'll try to be close to her as we remember that it's been 1 year. And I'm going to try to comfort her and be there for her and try to make her day better. As I've talked in the past, there will be a lot of changes that are going on. And so I got to get the process of being, packed up and ready to go and relocate. And, once that part is done with the relocating, then I'm going to be able to, be ready to go, basically. And I'll call the manager today, find out what my options are, because I did this 6-month extension, and see what I can do, whether, it'd be more beneficial for me to move out now and try to find someone to rent it as soon as possible, or if she wants me to find another tenant on my own and have them contact her while I'm living here so that I don't lose out on so much. But I'm excited. And on a side note, yesterday I got another confirmation from work that this, it's time to move on to bigger, more important things and better opportunities. And, even if that means living in another state, but it was confirmation that, it's time to go. And today, of course, there's an inauguration going on. There's a new president in office. And it just reminded me of how much my dad would love to have seen that. And I'm sure that he's seeing it, or he's able to witness it up in heaven, from up in heaven. I don't really have much else to say. I will, it's kind of hard to get my head straight after talking about my dad. But today, or I guess I should update you guys. Yesterday I had another interview with another college, and this particular college was in Sarasota, which is not in the middle, but a little further down south in Florida. And it's supposed to be kind of like a community college, is the way that she explained it, or somehow related to the state of Florida. And the director was basically telling me that she's got a good relationship, or she got the blessing from the governor. And so with that, gosh, it seems everybody's out today. Holy smokes. This opportunity also sounds good. It's mostly, the director who's from Pennsylvania and the assistant director who's from Massachusetts, and then like 3 other people, 2 Corys and some other person. So it's a small team, and so I'm worried that there's going to be a lot of work, but it's the same with the other position at Avita. So now, I interviewed with them yesterday. They asked me when I can start, or how long it'll take for me to, get up and go. And I said, hey, I'm ready to go. So I'm in between 2 different positions, and I should hear back from Avita, because they've already done their references verification, where they called Mary, my previous boss. They've called Troy, a previous co-worker, and I think they called Sylvia, who's another boss of mine in the past. So that tells me that they're wanting to move on in the selection process. I hope to hear from them today. Today's Wednesday, January 20th. You know, if I do, I'll definitely come back in. But, you know, really now it depends on the numbers. One of them, again, is in Tampa area, and then the other one is a little further down. Both areas I'm okay with. At this point, I really, truly just want to get this position that I'm in over with. I'm ready for a new opportunity. And so it really is going to boil down to the salary. If I get a good salary offer today or this week or whenever it happens, and you know, I have my 2-week notice ready to go. I'll send that over. And then I'll start the process of either putting stuff up on Lego or Craigslist, and I'll wait a week or a little over a week, and if I don't get any results, then I'll start throwing things away. Today I will dedicate a little bit of time to pack up my clothes, and in the process throw away everything that I don't have a need for or I don't plan on utilizing in the future. I'm excited. Tara, the girl from the new college, reminds me of Dr. Alice. That seems to be a good position. And then the other one is more, I think the director of operations is the daughter of the president, so it makes sense. She seemed very young and all that. So anyway, excited for both. Can't get worse than what it already is. So I will keep you guys updated on the status. I should be hearing back by this week is what I'm thinking. The other company didn't request references, so I'm thinking that they want to make their decision just like that. They didn't mention a second interview or anything like that. So I leave you guys with nothing other than I'm ready to move. It's time. I miss you, Dad, a lot.